Well. Good morning. Hello. Nicholas, good luck, brother. Welcome in. Scorch, what's up, dog? All right, first off, I gotta go and say that this airport is pretty sick. Up in the coast of Norway for this new airport, ENHD released. I think it was it 2 days ago now? I don't know. Where have I been? I've been working, man. I've been busy, dog. Busy. All over the place. But we're here. Yeah, we've been busy. We were gonna do that 340 VIP flight, but then I forgot what the heck happened. I think I slept in. That's what happened. It was like, dude, I slept in till like 10, and I just was like, well, no, yeah, I know, bad excuse, I know. Yeah, it was something crazy like that. I don't know. I just didn't. It was like gone. But yeah, no, it was just crazy stuff. But anyways, we're here. Homeland of the Viking Kings, it says here on the airport. We'll take a look at the airport here shortly, but we'll go ahead and get things going. We're going to be flying Scandinavian from Oslo. Well, from here. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Is it Haugesund? To Oslo. And it should be pretty good, easier flights. It should be, at least. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. About 1 hour of block time, so about 45 minutes of airtime. But yeah, I thought the title said MD-11, or am I crazy? It shouldn't say MD-11. No, mine doesn't say MD-11 at all. I think that was the previous stream, or one of the previous ones. This is the E-Jet. Yeah, this is the 175 LR. So this is actually like the long range. This is what they fly to and from, in and out of this airport for Scandinavia. And they fly this aircraft back and forth to Oslo. I'm going to hop into the cockpit because I got to open up some doors so we can get some of the boarding started. And then as well as the luggage here, getting that loaded on. You can see the person walking from the gate area there, so that looks like the person with the clipboard, so they'll probably start the boarding here shortly. That being said, we'll see you guys inside the cockpit. Let's have some fun, and don't forget to exclamation point ENHD if you haven't done so. I think you two have already done it, but yeah, let's go ahead, we'll get inside and we'll see you. What do you think about it? I saw so many critics about it even after the recent update. I mean, I love the plane personally. I mean, if people are complaining about it, then they just probably don't know how to fly the E-Jet. I don't know. I mean, I have no personal issues with it.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibility.
All right, that should open up the doors. There we go. And we'll open up the Discord. Hi, how are you? Thomas, if you want to enter yourself into the giveaway today, you can. You don't own the airport already. Ooh, Rex Atmos Showcase. What did they put in? Oh, is that just like a new... Battle Cry, what's going on? Good morning, welcome in. How are ya? Alright, let's get the Fly Live updated so you guys can see where the heck we're heading off to. ENHD to ENGM, Oslo, and we are Scandinavian, which is SAS 315. I haven't even turned on the lights yet. had to reset them because the I had to reset the internet yesterday. So usually when that happens, yeah, there we go. Hi, how are you? How are you? Okay, they're boarding right now. You can see it's pretty light load. Well, I would say like lighter load, but you know, it's an Embraer, so there's not a ton of people. Ooh, they're coming in. Okay, I don't. Me? I'm coming?
I'm pretty sure it already happened.
That's what you think?
Oh, never mind. Let's put it on the tip of your finger
Mm-hmm. Stupid. All right, so for the routes, we are going to put in our call sign, which is 315, and we are flying to ENGM. This is the new IniBuilds Haugesund.
Hog sound or whatever?
Yeah.
I wonder how your hog sounds.
Whoa. Usually burps in the morning.
That's crazy. That's what we were thinking.
Oh, man. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to update your pinned message because it was from the last stream.
Which one?
Yeah, you put the MD11.
What MD11?
Your pinned message was like MD11 update stream.
What?
Your pinned message in chat.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm updating it. There you go.
I didn't even realize that. That's what what's his name said when he said that. He goes, I could have swore it said MD11, and I was like, huh?
I did. Yep, sure did, motherfucker. That man did. Keep it down.
This is not my fault.
Rocco, do you remember toaster strudels?
Yeah.
We're still sorting out some baggage
That
issues.
just happened.
I don't expect it
I
to
feel
take
like a kid again.
Yeah, dude, those are fire.
I know. I got the apple ones and I got the strawberry and cream cheese ones. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put some cream in that cheese.
Oh shit. Hold up. I meant to say type king. Hold up. God, you know, sometimes you put something in that one. Boom. You're good already, Nicholas. You're good already. Don't worry. All right. So from the performance init page wise, go ahead and send request. All right. So our cruising altitude's 31,000 feet. Put that in, and our winds, cruise winds are 224 at 20. Boom.
We're ready to go when you are.
Appreciate it. Just stand by. All right, takeoff is set. We got pitch trim 1.6 up, rotate speed 135. Radio. Turn that on. Okay. Ground, we can go ahead and Parking brake is still set, which is good. Go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of the GPU. Doors should be good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 315 with service to Oslo. Our flight time will be roughly 41 minutes.
41 minutes of airtime. APU jizzle's going, windshield wipers are up, electric pumps on, check, check, check. Beacon light is on. Let's get going.
Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
Prepare the cabin for cross-check.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for
Yes.
pushback.
What's up, dog?
Fuck you, bro.
Ah. Going 10,000 feet. Oh, yeah.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Bypass pin is inserted. Okay, so we're gonna push back, nose facing left, aka north. Dude, I haven't flown this 195 in
Looking gear.
forever. 175, 170. I believe it was 1.6 right on the 1.6 up. $1.6. Tonic, what's going on, brother? Yo, 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 welcome in. Hey, how are ya? Okay. I like to push back on the map anyways, because I can.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push.
Officer McLean, what's going on? Hi, how are ya? How are ya? Welcome in. Good to see ya. All right, here we go. Right engine firing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will
Oh
notice
yeah.
a light illuminated above your seat.
I gotta get a
This light is
Scandinavian
illuminated
PAC-X
to fasten
sound
the
bit.
belt below and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten
Surprised I
the
don't
joint
have one,
on each end
actually.
of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure...
Let's
an
rock at
oxygen mask
30,000
will drop
feet.
in front of you.
Yo, Timmy, what's going on? Yeah, it's gonna be 31,000, but yeah, basically.
Reset parking brakes.
Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if
Unlocking
necessary.
gear.
All right,
Don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate.
brakes are
It is blown to
set.
the max and you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to take your favorite
And
one.
flaps 1 for
But
departure,
keep
so
your
we'll
mask
make sure to
and
get
then
that
enter
set up
cover.
here.
Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Whoa, look at that. Listen to those sounds. How are ya?
Pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten.
How are ya?
With the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate
Alright, we're gonna back
automatically,
taxi out of
lower
here.
the mount used for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and light.
Runway
This
13.
cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the
Left is
cushion
clear.
from the seat,
Right
put
is
your arms
clear.
into the straps, and hug the cushion to your
We have one aircraft inbound. I'm not
Once
sure
again,
if I
all
want to.
devices must be in airplane mode, and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely
Flight
strap
control
your personal
check.
items.
Full
Make sure
left.
your seatbelts are
Full
fastened.
right.
Seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a
I think I hit that on
flight.
accident. So
Tampering with, disabling, or destroying
there you
the
go.
smoke detectors
Full
located in the
forward,
laboratory
full
is prohibited
back,
by
rudder
law.
right,
All of
and
this
rudder
information and more
left,
can be
free
found in
and
the safety
clear.
note located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Aircraft centered, perfect map. Get weather and TCAS. How cute little plane, I know, right?
Whoa.
Whoa. All right. APU off, engines are on and hot, looking good. Taxi lights are on. Everything else looks good. All right, I think we're gonna have to wait here because we're gonna have to back taxi and we have an aircraft inbound. Oh man, what did you get again for the what'd you get from wind controls?
August traffic Nordic 9 Whiskey Mike, turning base runway 13. We've got 17 miles to go for Haugesund.
All right, so yeah, he's coming in for base. We're gonna hold and wait for him because by the time we get down there, back taxi, whatnot, no bueno. Oh, the EFIS. Okay, okay, nice, dude, nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wait shy here of the runway. Beautiful airport though. Haugesund traffic, Scandinavian 315, holding short at Alpha before we start the back taxi. Wait for landing traffic.
Thanks so much.
Yesterday they announced the airline pedal. Yeah, you know what though? That's like an Airbus specific one, you know? So I guess if you were really wanting specifically Airbus, you know, rudders, I guess then it would make sense, right? But I don't know. I'm a fan of all the Airbus stuff coming out, but when they had like specific Airbus rudders, I was like, okay. A little too much for my liking. We got an airplane coming in shortly. They're turning base right now, and they should be locked up with the ILS. By the time we would get down there, back taxi, and then take off, we would really have to move it, which I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, maybe it would be cool if, you know.
Traffic Nordic 9 Whiskey Mike, turning final runway 13.
I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Verperal finally released their yoke for pre-order, which is the interchangeable yoke system, which is so sick. So they put theirs, and it's like the interchangeable yoke, so you can literally swap out like a Boeing yoke for like an Embraer yoke or really any type of yoke they come out with over time, which is pretty sweet. So I was a big fan of that. Verperal, they're a big, they used to be a very big, like, well, not used to be, they're a very big combat flight sim developer or, you know, manufacturer. So they come out with a lot of the military flight sticks and stuff like that, but they came out with they had a Kickstarter at the beginning of last summer, and it was basically an interchangeable yoke system, something I've been saying we should have for the simulator forever, and it's crazy that someone finally came out with it. But you know, we have all of these, you know, racing wheels, right, where we can take a wheel off and put a different wheel on. Why can't we do that with a yoke? And finally someone came out with the system to do it, and I think it's pretty reasonably priced. I think the base is like 340, and then the one of the yokes is like 150, like one of the actual like yokes themselves, like the yeah, like the yoke part. So it's pretty cool. And then you can buy another one for 150. You could buy like an under desk mount clamp, which is pretty sweet. Like there's a lot of things you could do with it, which I think is pretty nice in my personal opinion. Go ahead and turn this light off so he doesn't get blinded when he's coming in. Oop, wrong button. When he's coming in here. But yeah, no, it's nice. I think like once you add everything in though, it comes out to like 800. And it isn't force feedback, which I don't personally care for. I don't want force feedback when it comes to the yoke, but I did change the time for this flight just a few hours before. So, Battlecry, what's going on? Where are you flying? I'm flying to Oslo, about 41 minutes away. Yeah, it's just on the other side of Norway, basically going from one side to the other. But this airport's pretty sweet because it's kind of on its like own little island. Yo, Mike, what's going on? Hi. What up? Welcome. All right, here he comes. Is it a red nose? Norwegian? All right, buddy. Good luck. Of course I remember you, buddy. RTO sets.
That's crazy.
Anyone's
I have a
coming
pair of panties in my car.
That's the traffic Scandinavian 315. We're gonna start our back taxi for runway 13 departure.
August traffic Nordic 9 Whiskey Mike, center backtrack runway 31 will take it at the bottom.
This cockpit is so small, holy. Yeah. It's not so bad. Good morning, Rocco and Crotch Cam crew. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. That's crazy. In Europe, you actually say backtrack, I think. Yes, backtrack.
Oh wow. That's wild.
Oh, look at that. Yes, yes. The E190 95s are the only ones that actually have the HUD, and it works actually very well if you are a big HUD guy. I don't like the HUD personally. Monkey, what up, dog? Yeah, me neither. I mean, I don't know. Then you gotta basically set up a HUD view, which I'm not like crazy for. Like, I guess you could, it's easier with chase plane, but like when you only have so many other aircraft, it's just not, you know, I don't know. Did you do that? I didn't. I was gonna get on Monkey for that stream, and then I ended up sleeping in like crazy, and then I was like, well, shit. Yeah, I know. It felt so bad. We'll do it eventually. We'll do it eventually. I know. I was gonna do it, and then it was like way too late in the day at that point. I was like, it's not worth it. Oh, nice, man. That's good. Yo, Ivan, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and get this aircraft lined up here for runway 13, and we'll be ready to go. Oxy traffic, Scandinavian 315, taking off runway with 13. All right, here we go, guys. Up.
knots.
80 knots.
Blue one. Rotate.
That was right. Yeah, very sensitive. I know. I gotta adjust that setting, but all right, looking good. Ascended Cap. What up, Flag Guy? What's going on, buddy? I got a Thrustmaster Airbus pack, Wind Wing APA panel, and Logitech RMP and rotor pedals. What do you think is the best next edition? Maybe on the MCU? Yeah, I would say if you have all that stuff already, I would definitely say the MCDU would be ideal. I didn't wash it.
You didn't wash it. Damn.
No, I threw it in. Never did. I do have an Embraer throttle, Hoach, yeah. All right, keep the climb going. 310. That's crazy. What model aircraft am I flying? It's the Embraer 195. Your ancestors are from Norway. Ho ho ho. Sir Rock, that's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your
From
seatbelt
Compton.
fastened
Crazy.
throughout the duration of the flight and do not form
Or
a line near the
Serena
platform.
Williams.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed
I'm gonna switch this to weather.
small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV things to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and big movie library.
All right. We're on our way. Yeah, you got to have the throttle to match. I mean, come on now. Honestly, the Embraer throttles are one of like the first throttles I ever got back in the day, because the you didn't have like a ton of them, but the Embraer was one of them. I think Airbus in the 7.3s. What do you think is the best plane if I want to fly Airbus? I personally like the A330-900 a lot, but I've heard great things about the 350. But when I can't use more things like the MCDU, I mean, it kind of depends on what your goal is for flights, because some of the here. It kind of depends on the kind of depends on what your goal is, because if you're doing longer haul flights, yeah, the 350 is a pretty sick plane. I mean, the 340 is a good plane from IniBuilds. If you're looking to use the MCDU, I mean, shit, even the base IniBuilds A330 from the sim itself is pretty good. Though I don't think the MCDU works with that plane, because it's like in the game. I don't think there's access to the actual SDK for that aircraft, so they couldn't get that to work. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, the 340, the MCDU works. However, my MCDU doesn't always. You got the headwind, nice. Yeah, the MCDU for the A340, it works, but there's times where like my MCDU will literally like cut out and freeze with that plane. So I'm not like, I know it's technically compatible, but it really like isn't 100%. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else has that issue. I know one other person that has it that says they had that issue, but. I don't want to say that's like everybody experiences that issue. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for airplanes, I would say the Phoenix is a good bargain. I mean, you get a lot of variants for what, 120 US. So can't really complain about that. Probably your best bargain for a lot of aircraft. Otherwise, I would recommend the FS Labs 321 Neo, especially because it seems like you like longer flights. Yeah. Once we get back to Haugesund, Mike, we'll do the giveaway. If I was doing a long haul, I would use the MD-11 or A340. Nice. What? It's I think it's like the honey. Or the fruit too, yeah. I thought it tasted great. Is it just the same to enter? Yes, it is, Kobe. Yeah, you're entered. All good luck to you, buddy. But yeah, I mean the MD-11's a sick plane. Definitely would recommend that plane too. But if you're looking for Airbus specifically, the 340 is a sick aircraft. I love that plane. 350 is also really nice. But yeah, like you said, for the MCDU purpose, if you bought that, you wouldn't be able to use it with the 350. Though, you know what? Didn't they just come out with an update? Didn't they just update that? I think they did. You might have to go on their website. I would do some like research first, Mike. But I want to say that they did just come out with an update for the SimApp Pro that allowed collaboration with the A350 now with that MCDU. Beautiful scenery. I'm buying the Airbus 320, 18, and 19. Nice. From who? Latin VFRs? Ooh, and the MD-80. MD-80 is a sick plane. Not a lot of people like the MD-80 though, but I'm a big fan. I like that plane a lot. The Aerosoft A320, A318, A319. For what sim?
See, I don't remember coming out with that plane.
Well, I know they haven't come out with that plane, so it can't be for Microsoft.
This is from FSX. FS 2004, dude.
FS 2004 is crazy.
Man, the level D 76 and FS 2004, man. That was the plane, dude.
That was lame.
Do they still sell it?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, they still sell it.
What's up? Queen City Airways, what's going on? Welcome in, good luck.
You can still buy the level D 767.
Bam, bam. That's crazy. Yeah, somebody asked me earlier what I thought about this plane. I think the aircraft itself is nice, and ever since this new update now with the VNAV, I haven't personally had any issues with it, but
What if it's got like an experimental update?
what, the Embraer?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
I remember they came out with the initial VNAV. I wonder if it's had like.
No, this is like the VNAV itself is an experimental update. So you have to like when you go to update it, there's no update officially for the plane. You have to click on that.
Experimental build.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the build has an update, but I guess not.
No. Is this giveaway after the flight or the next one? Yeah, the next one. When we go back to Haugesund. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I based on the other guy that was coming in there, pronounced it like that, so I'm assuming Haugesund, yeah. Almost like if it was like H-O-G and then Sund.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the short duration of this flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service.
No in-flight service. Boo.
I've been on a flight like the shortest flight I've ever been on was 17 minutes.
That was mine. Charlotte to Charleston or something like that.
Yeah. We did Santa Barbara to LA.
Oh, jeez.
Back in what was it, 2016? An American E-145. And they fucking slammed that landing in too. They got off at like the second taxiway after landing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a 319. I think it was like Charlotte to Charleston or Charlotte to somewhere like literally. It was a 17-minute flight. Something crazy. Yeah, it was not ideal, but spent more time taxiing around the airport, honestly. I don't know if you guys saw, but Las Vegas came out with version 3 yesterday. How do I move this? There we go. What was a 17-minute flight? I want to say it had to have been like Charlotte to, I want to say Charleston, because Charlotte and Charleston are like right next to each other, and it literally was like a 17-minute American Airlines flight. Something crazy like that. We are at cruising altitude. Seatbelt sign is off. Yeah, so this is the long range capable Embraer. So yeah, the 195 is technically a long range capable aircraft.
You can now get up and move around the cabin.
Oh,
However,
that was it. It was Charlotte to Greenville. That was it. Queen City. That was it. That was 100% it. Yep, Charlotte to Greenville. American Airlines from Charlotte to Greenville. It was like 17 minutes of airtime. Crazy. All right, we're at cruising altitude, but we're about to start our top of descent already. I'm going to go heat my coffee up before we start the top of drop. Well, I might get back up here by the time we're top of drop, so 1 second. Oh God. No. All right, I made it back. 2-hour drive in real life. LOL. Yeah, I know. All right, there we go. Top of drop has been initiated. It's crazy short. Oh, yeah. Copy's good. Copy's good. Mason, where are you flying? I don't even know if Mason's here. Haven't heard him in a minute. Oh, he's here.
Flying from Trinidad to Georgetown, Guyana.
Oh. Halfway between Fuerteventura. The only reason it's in service is because it uses like the ERJ 145. Yeah, maybe that was. It was either a CRJ Embraer or a ERJ, which honestly could have been either one of those. I don't remember. Where can you buy the Embraer throttle? It's off of ProDesk Sim. Rodesim, I think, is the only guy that makes the Embraer throttles. They're pretty good too. I mean, like the thing is that the aircraft throttles themselves, like they're one of his like first designs like that he ever came out with. And I was pumped because the Embraer came out, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And so when I got this plane, I got those, and then yeah, it was nice. Oh, for the honeycomb blah. Why? What do you have, Hoach? Oh yeah. Well, you can't. Like, I mean, those ones you can't really get much for it, you know. Bro, what's going on, buddy? I bought the honeycomb once and hated it. Too difficult to set up properly. What? Really? Come on now. Just got a sample of Sauvage, and now Grand Milfs are offering me to try their butterscotch. How do I fix? Oh my god. Grand Milfs, that's crazy. What's up, dog? Oh man, dang, I need the honeycomb throttle because they don't make anything for Turtle Beach. Yeah, the honeycomb throttle is probably, like, in my opinion, the best throttle out there, but that's my opinion. What does it matter, right, Mason?
Right.
Morning, brother. How's the life in the simulator going? We're doing all right? That's good. Am I late for the giveaway? No, man. No, you're we're gonna be flying back to Haugesund, so that's where we'll rip the giveaway. Not as swaggy as you, but I bought the DVD set, so I'm ready to learn. Nice. They need to make a add-on to the wind wing for the 380 and 340 somehow. Yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised. I think the problem that you run into is that so many people have the honeycomb, and I think it's just like the market is probably not there. You know what I'm saying? But we do have A380 and A340 throttle sets for the honeycomb. And good luck, buddy. But yeah. Yeah, I have the A380 throttle set, which honestly, the A380 and A340, there's like no difference between the two when it comes to the throttles. It's just a 4-engine throttle set. So the only difference is that all 4 have reversers. So with the A380, you only have the 2 inners that have reverse thrust, and on the A340, all 4 have reverse thrust. Like the few A340 sets that are out there, it's like they're well over $200. It's just not worth, you know, to have 2 other. It's just not worth it, at least for me. I don't think. I just wish they we could come out with a desktop yoke version instead of the whole thing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, there's another company that just came out with their pre-order now for their yoke, Viperil. Hold on, let me see if I could just. Let me get the link. There, check it out. I'll throw it in both chats for those of you that are gonna want it. There's one for you, and stand by. And then here's the one. Oh, shit, wrong thing. Here's the one for you guys on YouTube. Check it out. Yeah, but right now, like the Boeing yoke is like 169. The P-Jet, which is like basically like a private jet or a an Embraer yoke, it's about 169 as well. The base itself is 339. So if you don't get any of the extra stuff, you know, you're looking at around 500 for the whole thing, which honestly, like for a whole yoke system and interchangeable yoke system, that's really good. And then it has interchangeable panels on the yoke itself. Dick, what's going on, brother? Welcome in and good luck. And Virpil is like a really like known brand in the flight sim world too, so it's definitely has some I guess credibility is the best way to describe that. But yeah, no, it's sick.
Sick. It's just sick.
It's just sick. Isn't it a community brand? What do you mean by a community brand? I mean, the brand's been around for a very long time. They focused more on the military side of things, so they did a lot of military jet sticks and such, and then they just ventured into they had a Kickstarter for this yoke, like I said, about a half a year ago, a little over a half a year ago now, and everything was really cheap. Like I wanted to get everything, and it was like $600 back then if you got the Kickstarter one, but I just, you know, spending $600 just the yoke was. The company's been around for a very long time, but the yoke was on Kickstarter, yes, because they wanted to see if there was a market for it. And the whole interchangeable yoke system, like I said, I've been saying we needed something like this for the longest time. But yeah, they just started their pre-order, I think a few days ago, like on Friday. How is the E-Jet now? I love the plane. I mean, I've loved it since it came out, but now with VNAV being introduced to it, and the aircraft does everything I needed to do, so I give it a very big thumbs up. And then as far as the ENHD scenery, it's gorgeous. I mean, the scenery itself, guys, like, you know, the airport is a small airport, so it's kind of like Svalbard. It's a very nice rendition of the airport. Looks amazing. But as far as like what you can expect out of it, you know, just it's not like a massive airport where you're going to have a crazy amount of detail. It's what AnyBuilds does best. They do these smaller airports really good because performance is amazing, detail is unbelievable, and I mean, there's really not much more you can really want out of that airport, you know.
Please return to your seat as the seatbelt sign is now on.
All right, we're gonna have to slow this aircraft down because we are literally now all of a sudden on the tail of another airplane. I think people just definitely came online because they were not there. You know, can an Airbus or Boeing land there? In the ENHD, yeah, They fly Scandinavian, sorry, Norwegian flies the 738 into there all the time, and the Max from Bergen. Cyrox, what's going on? Welcome in. How are ya?
Chat, I'm back.
All right, so lights are all on. We're gonna go.
The lights are on and nobody's home.
Yep. Exactly. Auto brake is set to low. And QNH is 1026. We'll go ahead and just put that in now. So let me. There we go. Could have probably cut him if I wanted to, but it's all right. What has been your longest flight IRL in this and in sim? IRL probably about 9.5 hours from Frankfurt to Chicago in IRL. Then as far as longest flight in the sim is probably Newark to Johannesburg, which was like, fuck, I don't even know. That was like maybe close to 15 hours, 14 and a half. Something like that. All right, so that plane is kind of out of our sight now. I'm surprised he's not showing up on our... That's all right. Yeah, yeah. Quite a few airplanes on the ground here.
I'll give you an airplane on the ground.
Yeah, how are ya? James, what's going on? Good luck, buddy. All right, we're going to increase our speed just a little bit now. We see him up there. He's kind of hard to see, though. That's pretty sick, though. Let's.
That's sick. Give us some deco.
True, but that doesn't mean it's gonna solve it. Yeah, Albin, what's going on? Have you tried the TFT IMN 11 in 2024, and is it worth the price? Absolutely, Zyrex. It's a sick airplane, man. 100% worth it. Is that E-Jet? Is that the E-Jet you're flying? Yes, it's the Embraer 195. How much money have you dropped in MSFS 2024? I mean, shit, I don't know. Enough.
Come on. We're here to fly planes.
Huh?
I said I'm here to fly planes.
You are?
Yeah.
This is gorgeous right now. Look at that. All right, back on the VNAV path. You're gorgeous. Oh, thanks, Battlecry. Appreciate it. Plane's so sick, man. I need to make another. I want to make another view here. Make a front view. Giggity.
Giggity.
While we're making our approach, I'm trying to keep myself separated from this plane in front of us so we don't. The good news is he should be off the runway, hopefully, before me.
But
Hell yeah, there we go.
Tui.
Aktui. Do you just copy the FFS E-Jet from 2020? No. There's a. If you want the one with VNAV, you have to download it from the installer, and in the wherever you have the plane from, you have to download the experimental version. Just an aviation lover, what's going on? Welcome and good luck.
To a hog.
What's going on? Good luck. Yeah, put auto brake to low because we don't have anybody behind us, and now that we are pretty good separation, we could probably up it to 200 now. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I can't complain. Can't complain. You know, just kind of. What's up?
What?
I don't know.
You said they got pretty good separation. I'll separate you pretty good.
Whoa. In chat. That is the scoop. See you next time. Borrow 870. Put that in. Missed approach is climb up to 5,000. Expect vectoring by Oslo approach. Right track 223 on the climb. I guess while we're flying, I'm going to do this really quick. This will give me more separation from him so I don't have to worry, but I'm going to switch my Charlie rudders here to, yeah. My 777 one is pretty good. It kills the sensitivity because my rudders were so sensitive on the ground. I'm not sure why. I don't think the 170s or 75s are like that. But all good. All right.
Golden traffic, scan 240 is 10 miles final, 19 right.
Man, we were so close to this guy that's on final right now. I literally was like, what, maybe 5 miles? No, I was less than that. It's probably like a mile behind him. He definitely must have. I don't know if he was on VATSIM the whole time or if he just popped on like right while he was on the like. Because he definitely was not there, and then all of a sudden, boom, he was right in front of me.
Ooh, my birthday money.
Got $12, y'all.
All right, here we go.
Looks like my birthday money finally came in.
Approach mode activated. All right, ILS is captured. Flaps one set. Music is muted. Thing selector is set. 2,500. Oslo traffic Scandinavian 315 established for the ILS runway 19 right. Number 2 for landing. All right, here we go. We'll see you guys on the ground here in Oslo. Okay, lights are all set. Everything else checks. We are golden. Time to do the landing.
Oh, you're landing? You're landing?
Hi, plane. Happy landing. Thank you. Bye.
And double traffic's going to be on 240, vacate this one.
Got some crazy updraft there.
Where's the landing way?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo. The local time is 3:55 p.m. and it's currently about -1 degree Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you
McLean.
again soon.
Hey, McLean.
Yeah. Yep.
What's today?
The 19th.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oblivious.
Robert Lee's birthday.
Oblivious. Huh?
Robert Lee's birthday.
Whose birthday?
Robert Lee's.
Who the fuck is that?
Well, do you not celebrate a lot Robert Lee's birthday?
Robert Lee. Is that what you're saying?
That is
Yeah.
what he's saying. All right, welcome.
Oslo traffic, Blue Max, 655 Charlie taxi.
But it's also Martin Luther King's birthday as well.
You just Googled that, so don't even try.
Yeah, you just Googled that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
How can you Google? Why do you have to Google Martin Luther King?
You brought up somebody else first.
But
Hey, what's
nobody
going
else
on?
said it.
That's
except
extra.
for me.
That's exclamation point. ENHD, not giveaway.
I guess American history is just history.
No, you're all good, Aiden. Good luck, buddy. Ooh, that was a nasty solid landing. Whew. I haven't been to Oslo in so long. Forgot about this airport.
I forgot about this.
I have. I haven't been here in forever. Mr. Me, what's going on? Welcome in. And good luck. All right, and request a boarding.
Crossload traffic, Blue Max 65, Papa Charlie, taking off 1 line left, 1 Charlie.
All right, well, welcome to Oslo. Oh, didn't mean to open that door. It's gonna be cold as shit. The window. Wheel chocks are in. GPU is coming in.
Whoa.
Passengers deporting starting.
There you go. All right, well, welcome. Oh, did that not track my landing, or did it? Probably best. Didn't track my buttery landing.
Peanut butter, maybe, not butter.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's all right. All right, over to Sim Brief. Into Sim Brief. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right, we are 3:05 now to our destination. Wait, 3:09? No, 3:05. Come on now. Okay, update the time. Perfect. Pre-file. That was a buttery landing. We'll find out here. Let's see what we got from 216 feet per minute. (216 feet per minute). I'll take that because for me in this airplane, I haven't flown this plane in a while. 195 at least. This is when I need Ro here to tell me that they're all the same.
4093 on the approach for runway 019er, right? 10 miles.
All right, take off 19er left.
Left traffic, name and 340 pushback, down 176.
All right. So for our flight, Scandinavian 305. Gaming Galaxy, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, so ENHD. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Kaka. What up, Falco? What's up, dog? All right, runway 13. Expecting ILS runway 13 approach. Go off departure. How are ya?
Gotta hit up, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, buddy. Heading into town.
Oh, shit.
All right, from. Let's make sure that's right. Should be right. Oop.
Honda with traffic, Scandinavia 4093, short final, 100 right, 4 miles.
All right, let's do this here. So we're gonna go at lap. We'll have to get rid of that. P600. I think that's from our previous flight. Let's go here and we will grab at lap. Wait, how do I get rid of? Right, and then at lap, okay. All right, so that's yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's go then. P600 to IPMO. Probably should have did that first. Then Z280 Uniform Lima Victor Oscar Sierra. Perfect. Arrival. Runway. ILS 13. Boom. Like we're a pro or something. What you look. Why you look like you risen me up with that emote?
Someone traffic,
I don't know. Not my fault.
19, right?
Hey, now that's rude. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and swap this around. 305. Boom. How are ya? All right, flight plan is in. Import our next flight. Departure. We are runway 19 or left. Conditions are dry. Calculate that and activate 10 minutes and 57 seconds till they are done boarding with that, or at least fueling. Quite a few aircraft on the ground. We're going to take off a runway 19 or left.
With traffic, Scandinavia 4093, indicated runway 19 right, via Alpha 4, proceed to position 178, kilo 1. Right up with traffic.
I love it. Good comms.
Carnival traffic Nordic 1 matter 1 on the base leg for runway 1 matter right, please got about 14 miles to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Yo, yo, yo. I say who? Huh? Mother. God damn.
186 miles to top of dick.
Papa who? Oh, he'll be right back.
The tip of dick, no.
Oh, man. Oh, come on, Flyer. No.
Carnival traffic Nordic 1 matter 1 turning final 1 matter right, please got the 9 miles to go.
Yo, you see what's going on here. Welcome in, good luck, and Flyer, good luck. Yeah, once we get back to Haugesund, we'll definitely do a drawing for it. Bam, 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 bam. Is this an Orbex airport, this Oslo, right? Isn't Oslo made by Orbex? Think? An aircraft sitting over here by like the...
Carnival traffic Nordic 1 matter 1, 6 miles, turning 1 matter right.
Oh, maybe not.
Dinner 320 holding 19 right, incoming traffic.
All right, so under radio, make sure this is on standby because we don't want that going. Let's see here. Performance in its page. We need to go here. All right, so for our cruising altitude, 30,000 feet. Cruising speed 21317. Cruising wind, should I say? -1. And then let's go to performance, takeoff. Fixed trim 1.2 up. And let's set that now. Up 1.2. Rotate speed is 125. Did Phoenix get an update? Does anybody know? All right, so 19 left is definitely the departing runway.
Your flight
Wanted to make sure.
At this time, please
Makes sense because all
ensure
the
all
arrivals
large
are landing
items
19er
are
right,
sealed
so.
with bins and your small items are
Okay, getting ready to get going here shortly. Got an airplane landing. Oh, look at all the Norse 787s. That's sick.
happy to help you. If the overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. The exit row. Please read the exit seating responsibilities.
Nordic 320 landing up runline right.
Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated.
Oh, we got a Scandinavian plane taking off for same airport.
We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Well, thank you. All right, APU is on. Seatbelt signs are on. Everything else is good. Free flying today. I mean, from which brand is that? This aircraft. This is from FSS Studios. The FSS Studios Embraer.
320 reporting 19 right at lap 7 Delta. 7 traffic.
All right, APU is on, and looks like they just finished the boarding. Beacon light is on, and GSX will go ahead and prepare for push and start. We'll go ahead and taxi. It's only -1. Oh, it's like 0, so we should be all right. We won't need a de-icing service today. Oil chalk's good. GPU is off. I opened the window on accident because that stupid click spot. Okay.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Hello. How's the traffic Scandinavian 305 pushing back from stand 76 to onto Delta. Bobby thinks, I think you don't get the joke. No, I don't get it. What's the joke? Now you gotta tell me.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Did that go right over my head? It must have.
Locking gear.
All right, I'll see if they give me a specific see if they give me a specific. That's fine. We'll just go. We'll go nose, left, tail, right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Thank you. Look at all those Scandinavian planes. Sick.
We're ready to go when you are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 305. Our flight time will be
305.
roughly 42 minutes.
All right.
Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large
Pushing
devices
back,
are
right
not
engine
shut down
fired
and
up.
stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Little Norwegian action over there. How are ya?
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence.
All right, still
Please take a few moments to
1206,
now
which is
locate one of the
good.
several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you.
Beanie, what's going
In
on?
case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask
All right, it's
towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and
1.2 on the
mouth,
trim
securing the
up,
elastic band
so
behind your head,
flaps 1
press
as
the
well.
strap if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
I don't know. Did you say something on the Discord? I didn't even hear it.
Secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing,
All right, flaps 1.
is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic
I love the
pouch
sounds of
and
this plane.
slip it over your head. Wrap the
Plane's
strap
so
around your
underrated.
waist
I mean,
and
I
strap
understand
tight.
why,
Strap
but
tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your subscription can be used as a secondary protection device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are
Thank
in
you.
full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law.
all right, flaps 1 is
All of this
set.
information
Flight
and
control
more can be found in the
page.
safety card located in the seat back in
And
front of
quick
you.
flight
Please
controls.
discuss between us and let
Pull
us know
up,
if you have any
pull
questions.
right,
Thank you for flying with us.
pull
and
forward,
we hope you
and
enjoy your
pull
flight.
back. Rudder right and rudder left. Free and clear. Over to the map. We'll do weather. TCAS is fine for me. Down below in the radio, we'll turn that off on to TARA. No choice. SNA, what's going on, brother? Welcome in, and yes. It's exclamation point IniBuilds. Guess who is back? Scorch, what's going on, brother? Market break released. And Oslo traffic Scandinavian 305, get a taxi via Delta Papa Tango Bravo 8 for runway 19 or left departure. All right, perfect. RTO set for takeoff. Check. Got no warnings there in the ECAS, which is good. I had to grab some food for my wife's mom. Don't know how it's called. I don't know how it's called. Mother-in-law, I think. Yes, it would be called mother-in-law. No, you did not miss the giveaway. Giveaway will happen once we get to Haugesund.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
I'll be back.
Okay. See ya, buddy. All right, gonna be making a right turn here onto the first taxiway there. Look at the Norse liveries on those 7.8s. It's sick. Nice. All right, clear left, making a right turn here. Yeah, that plane's sick. Remember, I think some of you guys were here when we did that Norse flight. I think from like Johannesburg to somewhere in, I forgot what it was, some like super remote airport.
I won't be back, but I will be right back.
All right. Did you ever finish the Concorde? Technically, no. We are extremely close. Hold on. We are extremely close. So, obviously, we finished the complete nose structure, everything like that. Everything is complete except the tail. So that's the only thing we haven't. I don't want to say I forgot to do, but it's the only thing we haven't done yet. It crashed like Air France. It did not crash. No. I figured like on maybe one of our longer flights, maybe we'll go ahead and finish it. We literally have like 3 bags left. I almost finished it in the 9-hour stream. I was this close. And to be honest with you guys, I probably would have finished it if we didn't have to redo. Remember our sim crashed? So that took up probably about 45 minutes to an hour of time setting all that stuff up. So we probably would have finished it in the entirety of the flight. We just unfortunately kind of got stuck with having to reset up another flight essentially and all that shit. So once we got it, you know, done and whatnot, though, I feel like we would have finished it, because that's probably all we need is like 1 hour to finish the 4 bags or 3 bags, whatever. Like 3 or 4 bags.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
I know my Discord had frozen. Frozen this motherfucker.
Oh.
Alright, why don't you go get me some pretzels?
I don't care.
All right, coming up. Runway 19er left. It's got a plane landing 19er right. You can see him there. All right, here we go. Right turn onto the runway. Oswald traffic saying name 305 taking off. Runway 19er left.
Is that a plane on final?
Yeah, for 19er right.
Short aviation and 06, short final 19 right, contact.
All right, here we go. Rotating.
Rotating.
Wheels up. Positive. Look at that. All right, on the climb, looking good. What's that?
The creaking.
Creaking? What does that mean?
Creaking on your ass.
Oh, really?
Creaking on my kneecaps.
Does it smell good?
Short aviation and 06, runway 19 right, make it.
There we go. I was like, what is going on? I was like, why isn't it up yet? All right, looking good. There comes the flaps now. And there's the slats. Climbing nicely. Man, this plane's so sick. All right, so we should have a beautiful like sunset look into Haugesund. We should. And we're gonna go direct. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Why? Is there like a direct to function on here? I thought we just clicked on it. There we go. Oh, interesting. Good afternoon, folks. What's going on? Eddie, how are you? Question, what is the giveaway? It's the new IniBuilds scenery. All right, 30,000 feet. I would like to just go to... Trying to see why it won't let me. There we go. Oh. Okay, so I just had to click on it. My bad. Good now. We're good. I was like, what is going on? Do you think...
through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate.
Alright, do you think Winwing going to make MCP and such things for the 777, or maybe things like such as the 350? I don't know if the 350, but I definitely think the 777 will be in the works. There's already some companies that are starting to do that for the 350.
You'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
So, yeah, it's Haugesund on the outskirts of Norway there, Eddie. It's a pretty sick airport. You'll see it when we get there. Cage, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. Get it a little bit lighter in here, but yeah, no, the airport's nice. It's a smaller airport. It's nothing crazy big, but I think that's like IniBuilds is like sweets. I mean, they make unbelievable like big airports too, but you know, those smaller little airports, I mean, IniBuilds does such a good job with, because they're so so good on performance. You know, the level of detail is amazing. And to be honest, to be able to pump out those smaller airports, I would imagine is probably easier, right? And a lot quicker turnaround times than it would be for a bigger airport. So they do really well with these smaller airports. But yeah, I mean, I think Svalbard did so well, and they targeted another airport in Norway, which is great because Norway is such a beautiful like country. I mean, look at these views. And getting to fly the Embraer too. Sick. All right, so now we're on our way. Looking good. Yeah, that was my bad on the... I didn't realize, like, I was getting nervous when it kept, like, up. You know, what was probably happening was it was moving the flight plan up, so I wasn't seeing the rest of the flight plan. I was getting rid of a bunch of waypoints, and then because of that, it knocked all the waypoints up like 3 waypoints, right? Because I was getting rid of 2 or 3 of them. So I think that was what was happening. And so it kept freaking me out when it was just showing the runway, and I was like, no, I don't want to go to the runway. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's still fine. So that's good to like mentally remember that. How do we enter? You just exclamation point AnyBuilds. Let me make sure the one in, I think the one on, let me make sure the one in YouTube is right. Should be. That would be why you guys are confused at like, hold on. My bad. No, and for those of you guys that typed giveaway, that's not your fault. That's my dumbass. For those of you guys on YouTube, sorry. Replaced pinned message. There we go. Yeah, all you got to do is just type in exclamation point AnyBuilds. So sorry for those of you on YouTube. All right, let me go make one more coffee here. If it gets on a call, so one second. All right, top of climb coming up here in a few minutes. Ooh, have you ever heard of a flight? Have you ever heard a flight on the radio? Look at what's going on, brother. Yeah, actually I have. It's kind of funny. You see some of that stuff like in Boston and whatnot too. The worst ATC? I'm not really too sure which specific airport. I used to think European airports were, but honestly, the more I've now flown to those locations, I don't have an issue. Personally. Probably the East Coast airports in the US, they're just, I don't know. I feel bad for people that aren't very confident on the network, is the best way I could describe it.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can knock it up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Boom, 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 boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the short duration of this flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service.
Which airport? Haugesund. It's in Norway. Yeah, Haugesund in Norway. It's right off the coast.
You just told me drag quiet. I think you told me I put my speed brakes out. They won't drag more quiet. How about you drag that?
Where are you flying?
Over in Singapore.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Did you enter the giveaway? What are you doing?
Oh, enter it.
You gotta not enter for a free airport.
So I'm going to.
Oh. Oh man, top of drop in 25 miles. Lights are badass, dude.
Yep. I love little short hops, dude.
I know. What's your ETA? About 30 minutes, if that. 25 minutes, maybe.
I love the Rolls Royce sounds of the Boris pack.
Or the 777.
Yes.
Saw that the PMDG 7.3s just came out the other day.
Yeah,
For the,
that's too.
already got the free update on Friday.
That was so loud.
Oh man.
That was so loud.
All right, on the descent, we could probably just send it down to 2,000. Dude, VNAV works great on this plane. Hey now. That's rude.
What?
Someone played the discontinue or disconnect button. Is it huge? Oh, it's huge. It's massive. Oh, nice, dude. Congrats, Lumi. That's sick, man. You did a lot of work though for it. Yeah, I feel like. So probably feels good to be done now. Oh,
Dude, we got rid of all the fart sound out of the Discord? That's crazy.
you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I'm the one that, me and you have access to do it, so I guess it was me.
I mean, yeah, as I say, I was like, I liked them. I had shortcuts for all of them, and then the one day I went to go mess with them, and they were literally all
I
gone.
could have sworn I kept a really high definition one, though.
There was one that's still there.
The ketchup one.
Yeah.
But I want the other one back, dude. The one that sounds like somebody was in the.
Yeah. Yeah, all the other ones are gone though, which I was like, man. I do not envy the IRL 90 controllers. That airspace is ridiculous. It's more impressive on their end, you know? All right, top of drop happening. Why doesn't the give me a D21 with all those million of airports and come on. Detroit approach would be kind of wild though, even with like during their busier time. No, I didn't know, so that's good to know. My boss said he's gonna call me soon. I was like, oh no. Don't worry, chat. It's about travel. All right, I had to set this up for 400.
That is some good stuff.
Also does approach for Windsor Airport in Canada. Really? Which makes sense. It's right across the way, right? Alright, we're gonna put medium brake.
Right, field is in sight. There's somebody else out there.
Ooh.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh. Bye, RB. What's going on, brother? How we do, buddy? Good to see ya. Here we go, buddy. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Up to myself, the new FF. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. You love to see it. How is it? I mean, I don't even want to ask you how is it, because I know it's sick. I haven't personally flown it. The fly factor 777.
Oh, the fly factor 777?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. It's a sick plane.
Yeah, I've watched enough videos on it by now.
You don't have X-plane. Alright, I'm gonna localize there.
Well, I technically do have X-Plane 12. It's on my PC. I just...
Okay. You just never open it.
Correct.
Dude, you gotta try it out one day, dude.
Nah.
Like, oh, you're afraid it's gonna make you switch?
Hell, dude. Hell no, it ain't gonna make
Then
me
what are you
switch.
afraid of trying it?
I don't need to try it. There's no need to.
Loves it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Rapenza loves it because he still has issues with Microsoft.
Really?
That's the only reason why a lot of people that play both sims end up by awards for specific planes.
Number 2, because these runways are long.
Most people don't fly Microsoft because they can't run the sim. So they'll stick either with 2020 or they'll go with X-Plane because X-Plane is just so optimized.
You can run 2020, you can run 24.
No, not true.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I think so.
No, you can't. Like if you look at Falco's a perfect example. He can fly in 2020, but he can't fly 2024.
Because the motherfucker, he's running a CPU on a fucking graphics calculator.
Yeah, but so many people have 8 gig cards that are just screwed in 24.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing, right, Fly? Is you don't need like you can have a medium system and run X-Plane just fine. That's what's like beautiful about that sim. All right, so 1020. Yeah, I don't. The physics aspect of the sim nowadays, like when you compare them to payware planes, just I don't get caught up in the physics anymore because to me both sims feel very, very similar now. But definitely like base planes, 100%. But there's things that are modeled in that sim though that are nice to have compared to MSFS, but not necessarily needed. I liked the new Sparks thing they added to the simulator, the crash physics or whatever, but I don't plan on doing that. So, but that's pretty cool.
You don't plan on seeing those effects?
No. Well, there is an add-on for that that we do have in this sim, but I just
I remember that.
yeah, I'm in their Discord. I just don't download it because I don't need it. All right, lights are on. Seatbelt signs are on. But X-Plane is nice though for that, the sake of that you could literally run that sim on like any computer. It's so nice.
You can make it look really good really easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt
Yeah.
sign. Please return to your seats
Yeah.
and fasten your seatbelt.
They just need to fix the anti-aliasing and shit like that. That's like one of my biggest
There's
pet
mods
peeves.
for that now.
Yeah, but still.
You know, honestly, the consumer market really isn't that market. They just have a version for consumers.
I mean, that X-Plane version is for the consumer market.
Yeah, I'm saying their biggest market isn't consumer.
Right. Well, they say that now. For Microsoft, it was for sure. Well, I shouldn't say that because money-wise, they make more money commercially from that part of it than they do. But when you look at commercial aviation, like when they run X-Plane, they don't run any graphics. They just run a runway, and that's it. Is this the only leg? No, this is the second leg, but this is where we're going to end it here because we're going to be doing the giveaway for this airport. But yeah, I would definitely say nowadays that, I mean, now for sure their market is definitely more geared towards the commercial side than it is the at-home user. You should, man. They're super nice now, man. The VNAV is in it now, and if you get the experimental download, which is like from them, it's nice, dude. It's really nice. The plane was always really nice. A lot of people hated the aircraft because it didn't have VNAV, but the plane ran just fine. It did have some weird issues with the FMS because it wasn't completed, but now like all of it is pretty much done. You could still maybe encounter a bug here or there, but honestly, it's not.
We have begun our final descent into your destination.
I haven't ran into any bugs personally, but I would imagine that there's still some bugs in the experimental version, but it's, I mean, I can tell you right now, going from point A, point B, point C, I mean, I'm doing multiple flights, it was the WASM for me? Oh, really? Like you were having WASM issues? Really? You want to know what? They may have been using like an old livery or something that was causing... There could have been something conflicting with something that they had. That's interesting. I've never had a WASM plane crash in this plane. It's so crazy, WASMs in general. WASMs are such an interesting thing in the sim because so many things play a role into why planes WASM. And I feel like, I don't know, I personally, I don't really get like any WASMs in this sim, like ever. But there are some people that are just prone to getting WASMs, and a lot of that's probably due to what they have in their sim or how they have certain things set up, but I'll go ahead and mute the music. We are coming into land. But that is crazy, though. All right, 1020. All right, we got that put in. Oh man, this is gonna be a gorgeous arrival into here. It's like just enough light to where we'll still be able to see everything, but the lights will be on at the airport. Sick. All right, that Scandinavian that took off before us is on the ground. Heat will not be a factor, which is good. Oh, there it is. There's the city. We'll take a look at the airport too while we're on the ground here, because the that'll be our best, you know, I guess time. Fly MSFS time to time and have a lot of add-ons for it, but my main is X-Plane. Nice, dude. I mean, either sim, man. You can't go wrong with either sim, honestly. You know, it just comes down to a preference, really. The one thing I like about X-Plane, and I think that's one of the biggest things that, you know, when we talk about physics between the sims, I think a lot of that stuff gets kind of mixed up with Microsoft, is that it's more raw in Microsoft, meaning that, you know, the one thing I love about X-Plane is that it like automatically will tune every peripheral for the airplane. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's nice on that end. Like they do a really good job with, no matter what peripheral you plug in, you're gonna get the like the correct amount of input and all of that stuff into the sim regardless, which is like super nice. Where Microsoft is definitely more, you need to go in and like kind of maneuver depending on what peripherals you have. You have to kind of go in and set that up, because if you don't, sometimes planes can feel very wonky. And that's where I think a lot of people get, you know, physics mixed up with MSFS versus just peripheral adjustment. And then once you get things fine-tuned, it's like you go into both sims and it's like I can't a difference between when I take off, land, or anything. The one thing I like about X-Plane 2 is the ground physics, but even that is getting worked on like tremendously in 2024, and like it is such a massive difference now. Haugesund traffic, Scandinavian 305 returning for the ILS runway 13. Alright, here we go. Airport in sight. Oh, man. Lights are all set. We are flaps 2. What's the traffic? Scandinavian 305, short final 13.
Nope, be back in like an hour.
Yep. You definitely should. Honeycomb is sick.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of a crosswind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 5:07 p.m. and it's currently about 3 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
All right,
stop
welcome back.
and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
We do have a tiller, yes. All right, welcome. What's the traffic? Scandinavian 305 exited the active and taxiing to the gates. All right. Things look good. Wind wing stuff. Yep. We have well, I mean, we're not using any wind wing stuff right now though. No wind wing stuff right now because we're flying Embraer, which there's no Embraer stuff. All right, welcome. The brand for this tiller is the this is the Cat 3 Designs tiller, so it's an Airbus A320 tiller technically. Yeah, we got it before any other tillers really came out. FPS average, probably about 70, 80, give or take. Parking brake is set. Right engine off, beacon off, and fast seatbelt signs are off. Wheel chocks are in. Well, welcome. Woo-hoo. Oh man. But how's my GSX so smooth? I mean, that's just, I think, the sim itself. Ooh, that Pan Am photo's sick, Fly. That is sick. All right, well, welcome to our beautiful Haugesund Airport by ENHD. But I take a best. I think I take this beast friendly. Nice, nice. They are a bit blurry and a bit laggy for me. I mean, that comes down to, I think, Scorch, just a little bit of everything between what you're using from TAA or DLSS or any of that kind of stuff. And the same thing goes for your resolution. You know, what kind of monitor you're on. All those things really do play a part, you know, in the sim and how things look. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's times where like certain animations are pretty, you know, you can get certain like vehicles, like for instance the luggage carts and stuff, that sometimes get a little bit of lag to them or glitchy parts to them. There you go. All right, well, we are here. So this is the new airport that is released by ENHD. Obviously, amazing detail as always. I mean, they do such a great job, especially on these smaller airports, you know, where you get all the like finer detail. I should probably get the stairs going here. That way they can get the people off the plane. But as you would expect, there's always just unbelievable detail here at these smaller airports. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I haven't been inside of it yet, but Asus Rogue Monitor 4. You should definitely try it, Scorch. It is unbelievable. Definitely give it a try. Amazing detail, guys. I mean, it's what you would expect, you know, from ENHD at this point in their career, but in this point in their, like, you know, stint with Microsoft. I mean, they just make unbelievable airports. And the detail, like, I mean, you even look to the ground texture, look at the wood paneling, like, just stuff like that, that just, it goes above and beyond. And obviously the lighting is amazing. You know, you have all the GSU all around the airport as well, which is really sick. The traffic coming through, all the detail from the cars, get the waving country flags, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, we're on 4.5 right now. I already set the DLSS swapper, but I had some problem with that. Don't remember why. I would, so Scorch, I wouldn't do the 5.2 version, or it's like 3.5.2. Just do 3.5 or whatever it is. Don't do the version, like there's two versions out. There's like the latest one that's like 0.2. Don't do that one. I think it screws up the DLSS. Just keep the second to latest one, and that one's the best one for the 4.5. Yeah. But even the detail in the cars, guys, like just super, oof. Yeah, I found out the hard way the last time I flew, like at night, and kind of noticed it, and I was like, ugh. You got the real world landmarks here, which is pretty sweet. this airport, I mean, just look at all the gorgeous trees and just detail around here, guys. I don't think I opened the doors either. I think I gotta open the doors for them to actually go. I'll give a shoot, but it's so blurry, like nothing changed. I mean, something is off then, Scorch. There's no reason why, if you're on 1440p and you're using DLSS with are you using DLAA? Use DLAA if you're doing that. Use DLAA. That would be my recommendation. That's what I use because it does incorporate, excuse me, some TAA, so that gives it the sharpness. And then obviously with the 4.5, like the ghosting is basically gone. DLAA, yeah. Yeah, ghosting is basically gone with it, and then the screens, everything is like super sharp, super sharp. Yeah, look at that, guys. Woo! I mean, to be honest with you, Scorch. Yeah, I'm not. You got to understand too. Like TAA, there's never anything that's going to be more. There's never anything that's going to be more sharper than TAA, but with TAA becomes the anti-aliasing, like, you know, shimmering effects and stuff like that. So that's the only thing I would say. Like, you know, TAA's got definitely some ups, but then there's some definite downs with TAA. So for me, and that's the thing, like for me, if I go from DLSS to TAA, I don't get like any performance change really, like at all on my system specifically. So, but just guys, look at that. Obviously, you guys saw the lighting. The lighting at this airport is really, really nice. This overall scenery around here is gorgeous. Obviously, you guys saw that you have like a nice detailed, you know, tower. For those of you guys that like to do tower and like to do that kind of stuff, you got a really beautiful tower here to operate out of if you wish. Yeah, I don't really notice much of a hit on my system personally with that, but so this is the airport, guys. I mean, obviously you guys can see it is gorgeous. We kind of took off in the evening, and I think we're like a few hours behind real world time. So right now it's probably dark there at the moment, but just gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. Let's go ahead and open these doors up.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Not going to take much to get these people off the plane. 170 feet per minute on the landing. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this aircraft. This aircraft is badass. But yeah, I mean, TAA will always be the sharpest, but I think if you look at DLAA compared to TAA, my biggest thing with TAA, like for instance, is when you look at lines, so it's the sharpest, right? The problem with TAA is it's almost too sharp, and then you miss a lot of specific lines. So for instance, if you turn TAA on, right, and you look at your overhead panel and you look at certain fine lines, like where it says APU controlled and you see the fine line, if you turn TAA on, it'll actually be too sharp almost to where it distorts the lines. And then if you do DLAA, it finds a beautiful balance between the two, and you get the actual line straight across. And you'll see what I mean. Like if you swap between the two, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about and how one looks. Like DLAA, in my personal opinion, I think looks honestly the best when it comes to everything in the sim. All the lines, like the sharp rigid lines are gone. All the shimmering is gone. And DLAA incorporates like both really, 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 really well. And I personally think it's the best option. I mean, that's a possibility, Scorch, because PMDG does the best to optimize their planes. So sometimes they skip on some of the like high quality textures. I mean, I've heard about the PMDG and some people talking about how some of the stuff is blurry. Personally, I don't go around looking for that kind of stuff on airplanes. I know some people try to nitpick the shit out of the plane. They get like right up on the cap and like, oh, why is this cap? Why is the texture say blue? Why is it blurry here? And it's like, dude, like if I'm looking at the plane from this view, I I'm not gonna notice it. You know what I'm saying? I always say things like, you know, in this simulator, especially in this sim, I think people almost try hard to purposely look for things. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I would say, like, you know, try not to go looking for things, and I'm telling you, you won't find it unless you're like, you could probably go on a lot of planes and do shit like that, you know. And PMDG's always been like that, though. They've always been a more optimized, you know, and I know that sometimes they take heat for it simply because, you know, you got other companies that will release a plane and they don't have that problem, right? So it is what it is. I don't know what you saw PMDG statement, but I can't kind of agree with that. What was the statement? I haven't seen it. Was it like recent? Okay. First off, let's go ahead and give this this airport away. So we got one copy to give out to whoever is going to win this airport here. It is the 2024 native version. There's only, I mean, obviously we all know ENHD only comes out with this specific sim now. So good news is that whoever wins it, I hope you're in 2024. So let's go ahead and we will give you guys a couple. We'll give you like 2 minutes here to if you guys haven't entered yet into the giveaway, it's !ENHBuilds. And whoever wins, guys, if you guys have to be in chat, because I'm not gonna hunt you down unless like I know who you are and I talk to you on a daily basis. No, it's an old story. Peeps really want a GSX integration, but they said they're focusing their resources to other things, and they claim it makes such. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I would imagine makes things complicated. I mean, nothing is perfect. I mean, you look at even Phoenix, who has it integrated, and even that isn't necessarily perfect. Yeah, like sometimes it works good, but then there's a lot of other times where it works like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there, like, it works at times, but it doesn't always work perfectly, if that makes sense. So that's my only gripe with that, with like, and I agree with PMDG on that end, because PMDG wants to make sure that everything works perfectly, and they're not going to put something that might work only 50% of the time. But yeah, well, it's integrated to the iPad, so you can integrate everything GSX wise. But your auto mod loves me for some reason. Why? What happened? Did you? Oh wait, did you try to say something? Hold on. What did you say? I disapproved it. It said, "Oh God," so I can fuck off then. For what? Oh, I get it. Cause that's crazy. But yeah, I think like I agree with them to an extent, because ultimately you don't want to put something that's not going to work 100% of the time. But I also understand the frustration from other people that, you know, would say that they would rather have it in there. So I get it. But I think you have to kind of pick and choose, you know, what you want. But like I said, it just is what it is. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and draw the winner for this lovely airport. Homeland of the Viking Kings. Oh my God. All right, guys, here we go. You guys ready? And the winner is, drum roll, please. Ivan, are you here? Ivan. Is Ivan here? We'll see. We'll give Ivan a few minutes here if he's here. Congratulations on the selection. Congratulations. Fixed. It's fixed. It's always fixed. like I said, guys, you got to be here, because if you're not here, then I'm not going to chase you down. Rigged. Too late, on to the next. Yeah. Oh, Ivan's here. Of course he's here. Ivan, send me a message on Discord, and we'll get you that. We'll get some information from you, and we'll get you that airport hopefully by the end of the day today. Yes, congratulations. Rigged. It's rigged. I know. It's always rigged. It's not my fault. Give me a confirm. Well, if it was Falco. Rocco, sorry to inform you, but I identify as Ivan. That's crazy. Oh man.
80 knots.
That is crazy. Yeah, if it was Falco, then it wouldn't do him any good, because he can't even run Microsoft 2024. But yeah, Ivan, shoot me a Falco is Falco's another person that's in the stream and in the Discord, and he streams himself. But yeah, Ivan, shoot me a message here on Discord, and then we'll get going. We'll get going on that for you. Don't get me started on my stepson. Oh yeah, that was nice. All right, Fly. Appreciate you tuning in, brother, and we'll hopefully catch you on the next one, buddy. Not sure why that view sometimes gets like all wonky. But it's always fine though, like when you're in the inside. I don't know, like the outside view sometimes gets like really wonky. Oh man, that was a soft landing. That was nice. Those were two really good landings in this plane. Well, I love IniBuilds aircraft because it's literally like, or IniBuilds air, well, them too, but I love their airports because they're just so optimized. Ooh, could have held that nose just a little bit better, but that's all right. Let's go like right about. Boom. Oh, baby. That was a nice touchdown. That was a nice touchdown. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop off. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was obviously a lot of fun. Like I said, Ivan, shoot me a message on Discord, or else I'm not going to be able to get you the copy. So definitely shoot me a message, and hopefully we can get that to you. Other than that, guys, we'll be live tomorrow again. We'll probably check out the new Las Vegas airport, because I haven't checked it out myself yet. So definitely have to check out that scenery tomorrow. But other than that, guys, stay safe. Have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, on the next stream. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see ya. See you later. Good stream as always. Thanks, Battlecry. Appreciate it, buddy.